Hi yogis, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Yoga with Rhiân. I'm Rhiân. Today's practice is all about empowering ourselves. Since it is August and it is Women's Month, what better reason do we need to do so? I want us to focus on not just the amazing things about ourselves as we are strong women, but I want us to take the time to acknowledge and accept that we all have imperfections. We are all imperfectly perfect. All right. Please, I'd love it if you can subscribe to my channel below, and we're going to stay connected. I'll be bringing you videos every week so we can flow together. All right, so with that in mind, let's grab our mats and let's get flowing. Okay, we're going to begin seated. So just find yourself in a nice, comfortable, cross-legged pose. We just want to give ourselves a little bit of space. So just opening up the legs. So try not to sit too on top of yourself. Just give yourself that little bit of space. Sukhasana, also known as easy pose. If you do have a block or a cushion that you rather prop yourself up onto, just to give yourself a little bit more space in the hips, just to elevate the hips higher than the knees, feel free to do so. Okay, when we're ready, finding some stillness and closing off the eyes. Just whatever feels comfortable. Taking this time to focus on how we are feeling. Becoming aware of how our breath is flowing. If you find that your breath is shallow and just in the chest up, try to extend the breath into the belly. So rather than breathing only in the chest or the upper half of the body, encourage the breath to expand the tummy as you inhale. And contract and release all that stale air as you exhale. Taking one more deep breath, inhale, expanding the belly. And exhale to release. Nice. Taking another moment to notice where your shoulders are. If you find that you are a bit tense and they're sitting up here by your ears, just allow them to drop down. So noticing that they need to be released. You can leave a small gap between the lips, allowing the jaw to relax, the cheeks. At the same time, I want you to draw your navel in and elevate through the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Sitting up tall, sitting up proud. Continuing with those long inhales and exhales through your nose. Let's take a nice cleansing breath together. Big inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Beautiful. Slowly opening up your eyes. Okay. We're going to inhale, reach the hands high above the head. And as you exhale, take the left hand down to the mat. And stretch the right arm over. So keeping the right arm past the right ear, try not to collapse the shoulder down. So you can either stay onto your hand, otherwise if you have a little bit more flexibility here, you can drop the elbow down. Try to keep that right sit bone still grounded onto the mat. Using your breath, filling up your lungs through that right side body. As you inhale and exhale, just to release any tension, anything that you're holding on to this morning or this afternoon, depending on when you're practicing. One more breath. The next inhale takes us back through center. Both arms reach high, so lengthening through our side body. And as you exhale, taking it to the other side. Keeping your breath long. Two more breaths. Inhaling back through center. And exhale, hands come onto the knees. We'll just do some seated cat-cows. So as you inhale, holding onto the knees, we're going to draw the chest forward. So almost feel like somebody's pulling you forward. So inhale. And exhale, we're going to round out the spine, draw the navel in, even sit as far as back as you can. So inhale, chest and heart reach forward. And exhale to round out the spine, draw the navel in, chin to chest. Inhaling. And exhaling. Take one more inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. And exhale. Nice. Come back through center. Just going to take some body rolls. So again, as you inhale, we're going to reach the heart forward. So you can roll right to left, left to right, whatever feels good. You can even take big rolls. You can take small rolls. Again, I encourage you to close off your eyes. It's just you in your body on your mat. No judgment. It doesn't need to look perfect. There's no rules here. It's just flowing and allowing your body to do what it needs, letting go of any tension, as I said before, any niggles that need to just come out. So maybe your circles start off big and then work up small, or maybe they start off small and end up big. Maybe you pause a little bit on one side before moving over to the other side. That's what's so amazing about yoga. It's our journey. Each and every person is an individual. Yoga unites us all in the present moment, feeling into our bodies, listening to our breath. Feel free to begin rotating the other way now. Beautiful, coming back to center. Okay, so we're going to come onto all fours now. You're going to tuck your toes, inhale, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. If this is your first downward facing dog of the day, feel free to walk out the legs, so bending one leg and straightening the other. You can use your breath to guide you. Okay, and then I want you to just find some stillness wherever you are. You can take a nice deep bend in the knees and draw the heart down towards the thighs. Taking a firm grip of the mat through your fingertips, the knuckle of the index finger, all grounding down. Biceps along past the ears, drawing the navel in. One more breath. Sigh it out. Nice. Beginning to slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Inhaling halfway lift, so hands can come to shins or onto the mat, creating a nice straight flat back all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, fold. Again, feel free to take a bend in your knees here and draw the head towards the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. We'll take one more inhale. And exhale. This time coming into ragdoll pose. So make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Hands to opposite elbows. Try to bring the weight of the feet a little bit more forward into the toes. Tailbone wants to reach for the sky. Again, you can keep your knees bent. Don't feel that you have to straighten out. It's still early in the practice. It's always about listening to your personal body, listening to your body, listening to how it feels, what it needs, not pushing it. You can begin swinging side to side if you like here. Again, use your breath to flow one way, so inhaling to the left and exhaling to the right. Beautiful. Come back to stillness, to center. Releasing the elbows, generous bend in the knees as you roll up the spine slowly, imagining each vertebrae climbing on top of the next, keeping the head down, and allow it to come up last. Nice. Okay, coming into some sun salutation A's. We're going to take 3 rounds, but I want you to focus on taking these 3 rounds mindfully. So taking them slowly, focusing on your breath and each pose as you flow through it. The first round, we are going to focus on someone that we love. So focusing on someone that we love, imagining the love that they have for us, allowing all that love to sink in, allow our heart to flutter. It could be a partner, it could be even just a parent, a sibling, it could be anybody that makes you happy and that makes you feel loved. Okay, with that in mind, toes touch, leave a gap between the heels, hands to the side of the body, standing nice and tall, Tadasana pose. Inhale, sweep the hands high above the head as we exhale to fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands onto the mat, stepping back to your high plank pose. So taking a few breaths here, so becoming grounded through your fingertips, rounding out through the shoulders, draw the navel in. Be strong. One more breath. Taking your chaturanga here. So this time we're just going to drop the knees as you exhale. Chin and chest drop down, but notice how the elbows come alongside the rib cage. Untuck the toes. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, come up onto the knees, downward facing dog. And take this opportunity to come back to your breath. One more inhale. And open your mouth side out. Bending the knees, slowly walk your hands to the front of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, reach and lengthen high. And exhale, hands to heart center. Close off the eyes. Connect the sternum of the chest into the thumbs. Anjali Mudra. Our next round of Sun A's, we're going to focus this time on somebody that has hurt us in the past. But whilst we are thinking of what they have done to hurt us, think at the same time of how we overcame that hurt, how we used it to empower ourselves. We grew, we got stronger. Be thankful for the lesson learned, as it helped us to grow and become the person that we are today. Next, inhale, sweeping high, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, place hands, step back, high plank. Nice big inhale. Exhale, dropping the knees, chin and chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking a nice breath here, inhale. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Bending knees, walking feet to the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen all the way up, palms high above the head. And exhale, hands to heart. Come back to your breath. Our final round here, we are going to focus on us, on ourselves, nobody else, just us. Taking a moment to be thankful for this practice, for taking the time for some self-love, and acknowledging any imperfections that we have. We are all human, we all have things that we don't like about ourselves, something we wish we could change. It's just natural as human beings. But I want you to love those imperfections. And that you are imperfectly perfect, right here, right now, standing on your mat. Taking a smile across your face. Nice big inhale. Nice long exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, sweeping high. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place hands, step back, high plank. Nice big inhale. Exhale, drop knees, chin and chest lower. Inhale through cobra, draw the shoulder blades down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale. Sigh it out. Nice. Dropping the knees down to the mat, take them out wide, child's pose, so big toes touch, hips shift back. Walk the hands forward and allow the head, or the forehead rather, to meet with the mat. Taking 3 more long breaths here. Feeling strong, feeling empowered. Almost feeling, I want you to have that feeling like you can take on the world right now. One more breath. Beautiful. Slowly lifting up the head, coming back onto all fours, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. From here, bring both feet together. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to step it through between the hands. And we're going to drop the back knee down. I'm going to take Kali Mudra here, so we're going to interlace the fingers. Pointy fingers or index fingers are up, and I like to cross the left thumb over the right. We're going to inhale, reach the arms high. So again, see if you can bring the biceps alongside the ears. Nice big inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, we're going to take a bend over to the right. Inhale back through center, lengthen through the rib cage. Exhale over to the left. Inhale center. And exhale right. Inhaling and exhaling to the left. Come back through center, inhale. And this time, exhale, pushing through the front heel, take a slight back bend. So reaching the heart up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, takes you back up through center. Release hands, come down onto the mat. Untuck the toes of the back foot and step the right foot back to your high plank. Taking our chaturanga as you exhale, so feel free to drop the knees as we did before. Otherwise, you can shift forward onto the toes. Full chaturanga, exhale. Untuck toes, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bring feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And drop the back knee down and tuck the toes. Taking Kali Mudra again. Interlace fingers, index fingers up. Reaching high, inhale. And as you exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhaling and exhaling right. Inhale back to center. This time exhale, taking that back bend. Inhale. Exhale takes you back to center. Hands meet the mat. Engage the back toe, step that left foot back, high plank pose. Taking a chaturanga of choice as you exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a moment here, recalibrate your breath. Drawing the navel in, tailbone shining high. One more breath. Bending the knees, walking the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep and lengthen, reach the hands up high above the head. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Come back to your breath. Creating some heat in the body. Coming back to that feeling of being empowered. Loving your imperfections. Loving you for being you. Just imagine if the world, if we were all the same, we all looked the same, how boring it would be. You are a strong woman. You are a beautiful woman. Next, inhale, sweep the hands high above the head. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands. This time, step the right foot back. We're going to come into our high lunge. So, grounding down through your feet. rising up. I want you to imagine that your back heel is against an imaginary wall. So pushing the heel, creating stability through that back leg. Front leg is nice and bent. And that your knee is facing forward. So almost in line with the second toe. Drawing your navel in. And being strong. And when you're ready, you can raise the arms up to the sky. And again, you can take your Kali Mudra here. Kali Mudra is a mudra or a hand gesture that is an empowering. It builds inner strength. One more breath here. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. And this time, the right hand stays on the inside of the left foot as the left arm sweeps up to the sky for our runner's twist. Try to be light through those right fingertips, almost that, if you can, lift it up off the floor. So you don't want to be putting all that weight in there. One more breath. And exhale this time. We're going to place a bit more weight into that right hand and we're going to come into our side plank. So left foot on top of the right. Again, left arm is up to the sky. Drawing the navel in, be strong. One more breath. And as we exhale, we're going to come into Wild Thing. So step the left foot back. Lift the hips up to the sky. And the left arm can just drop over past your head. Inhale. And exhale takes you back through to your side plank. And again, exhale comes back to full plank. Nice big inhale. Exhale, taking your chaturanga of choice. Dropping knees if you wish. Inhale through cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Come back to your breath. Long, deep inhales and exhales. Take a bend in your knees. Walk the feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping high, hands high above the head. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. Nice, taking it to the other side now. Inhale, sweep and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step the left foot back. Coming into our high lunge. So again, back heel against that imaginary wall. Create strength, create a nice foundation. And slowly begin to rise all the way up. Drawing the navel in. Inhale, arms reach high above the head. Taking your Kali Mudra. Really energetically draw the fingertips up to the sky. Nice deep bend in that front knee. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more full breath. On your exhale, your hands come down to the mat. And we're going to step that right foot back. Coming into our runner's twist first. Left hand stays on the inside of the right foot. And the right arm reaches up to the sky. One more breath. Inhale. And your exhale takes that right foot into your side plank. Right arm up to the sky. See if you can bring your gaze up. Be strong. You've got this. One more breath. On your next inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, flipping your dog, so right foot comes back. Chest reaches up for the sky. One more breath. And your exhale takes you back through your side plank. And then back into your full plank. Taking chaturanga of choice, I'm going to drop my knees here. Inhaling through cobra or up dog. And exhale, take a child's pose. Allow yourself to simply melt. Two more breaths. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale out through the mouth. Okay, slowly making your way back up. Engaging the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking your feet towards the hands, front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep and lengthen, hands reach high above the head. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. We're going to come into some balancing poses now. First pose is tree pose. So I want you to ground down through that left foot. Find a spot on the floor, your drishti, to focus on. Something that's obviously not moving. All right, then bending your right knee. Option here to place it on either the inside, I'll face you, inside of the ankle. You can bring it up alongside the shin or in the inside of the thigh. Try not to put it onto the knee directly, just to put extra strain on the joint. So your three options there, again, go where your body feels like it needs to go. Don't push it. If you find, yes, my balance is good today, I'm good to go, then no problem. But if you feel that you're only here, then that's also good. It's also great. Okay. So when you found where your foot is happily placed, just focus on opening up that right hip a little bit more. Keeping the left hip where it is. You can even place your left hand on that left hip. Open up a little more. Draw the navel in. And again, we're going to take our Kali Mudra here. So arms reach high above the head. If you feel that you're nice and balanced, you can even gaze straight up ahead of you or even up to the sky. Two more breaths, you've got this. Now on your next exhale, just lowering your arms, draw the right knee in, coming into warrior 3 variation here. Again, keeping our Kali Mudra, we're going to shift the right knee back. I like to keep my foot nice and flexed here, just allow the hips to stay level and reach the arms out in front. Breathing. One more breath. And as you exhale, slowly coming up through center, draw the right knee into the chest. And exhale to release. Release the hands and just shake it out. Okay, other side. So weight now coming into the right foot. Find your drishti point, find your focal point, and then begin to lift the left leg, and the foot finds its place. Again, hand can come onto the right hip as you slowly open up a little more through the left. Drawing the navel in, standing tall and strong. And when you're ready, Kali Mudra, arms reach up to the sky. Again, taking your gaze wherever you feel you can go, whether it be out in front, up to the sky, or on the floor. Taking 2 more breaths. On your exhale, lowering the hands, draw the left knee in. Warrior 3, shift the left leg back. Arms reach out in front. Feel free to take a slight bend in that standing leg. One more breath. Exhale, come back through center. Release the hands, draw the left knee into the chest. Exhale to release and shake it out. Nice. Okay, from here, we're going to step our left foot to the back of our mat. So now we're going to face sideways. So coming into wide-legged forward fold. So allow the toes to point in slightly. Again, standing nice and tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, simply hinging forward with the hips. You can lower the fingertips to the mat. Coming into that halfway lift here. If you find this is challenging enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, take another big inhale. And as you exhale, feel free to allow the crown of the head to reach down for the mat. Hands come underneath where the shoulders are. Come back to your breath. Two more breaths. Next, inhale, halfway lift if you're not there already. I'm going to turn the right foot to the front of the mat. Turn the left foot to face the front of the mat. Then we're going to drop the left knee down. Step the right foot back, coming into tabletop position. And we're going to walk the knees forward, sitting back, straightening out the legs. Okay, so coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So I want you to engage the legs here. The heels are still grounding through the earth. Toes are pointed up to the sky. Spine nice and straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, again, hinging forward with the hips. Try not to round out the spine here. Almost imagine that you're creating a little bit of a back bend. So you're leading forward with your heart. If you find that this is enough, that's fine. If you can walk the hands a little closer to draw your heart closer. Feel free to wrap the hands around the feet even. So keeping the head up, nice straight spine. Inhaling, find a bit more space. Even draw the navel in here, just protecting the lower back. And exhale, maybe you can go a little deeper. Two more breaths. You can gaze past the toes here, otherwise close off the eyes, focus inwards. Notice how you're feeling it in the body, in the hamstrings. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Releasing the hands wherever they are, slowly as you inhale, rolling all the way up. Nice. Coming into butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to touch so the heels come out to the side. So again, notice in how deep you want to go into this pose. The closer that you bring the heels, the more you'll feel it on the inner groin. The more that you place the heels out, the more you feel it on the outer hip. So again, holding onto the feet, sitting nice and tall. As you exhale, draw the heart towards the feet. I want you to squeeze the glutes, so actively we are stretching here, and draw the knees down towards the floor. You can even interlace your fingers over the toes. Again, take your breath with you so the breath can flow through the inner groin. Inhale, maybe you find a bit more space in the body as you exhale to take it deeper. Option to even take the elbows onto the shins, using this to draw the knees down a little further. Take 2 more breaths. Nice. Next inhale, slowly roll up, draw the knees together, and give yourself a big hug. So wrap the arms around the shins, draw the head to the knees. Acknowledging the love that you have for yourself. Nice. Okay, gonna cross the feet and come back onto the knees, tabletop position. Coming into pigeon pose, you're going to draw the right knee to the right elbow and allow the right shin to come out as parallel as you can with the front of your mat. If this is the first time you're practicing pigeon pose, don't feel that you have to have it as parallel as you see some people practicing it. You can draw the heel a little closer towards the left hip if you feel that that's where you want to go. So try to keep your hips nice and square with one another. So coming up onto the fingertips to begin with. And sink the sit bones a little closer towards the mat. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, walking the hands forward. If you have a block, you can prop the block here so you can rest your elbows on if they can't come all the way down to the mat. Otherwise, simply just allow yourself to take a moment again to melt into the pose. Take 3 more breaths. And as you exhale, slowly coming back up. I'm going to engage the back toes and shift the right knee back. And dropping the knees, tabletop position. Left knee towards left wrist or elbow, kicking out the shin and walking that right leg out towards the back of your mat. So again, both hips are nice and square. Inhale up onto the fingertips, lift the heart. And exhale to fall down. Two more breaths. And slowly make your way back up. Engage the back toes. Both knees come back down to the mat. Walking the knees forward, crossing your feet, coming back to a seated position. We're going to straighten out the legs. And this time we're going to make our way onto our backs. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself another big hug. Draw the knee up, or draw the head up rather towards the knees. And as you exhale, keep the knees up. Arms come out to the side in almost like a T position. Another big inhale to prepare. As you exhale, drop the knees down towards the right side. You feel like you want to just shift a little bit onto that right hip. Give yourself a bit more space. You can do that. And take your gaze over to the left hand. You can soften your eyes. Take 3 more breaths here. Your next inhale takes you back through center, knees come up. And you exhale, take your supine twist to the other side. So drop the knees down to the left. Again, find a little bit more space on that left hip. You need to take your gaze over to the right. One more breath. Inhaling back through center. This time take the knees or the legs up to the sky. Keep a slight bend in your knees. You can either gaze up towards your toes, but I rather encourage you to close your eyes. Allow all that beautiful energy that we've created to flow down through the legs, all the way down into your heart. On your next exhale, slowly bending your knees, bring your heels down to the mat. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Feet come to corner edges of your mat. Push through the head, draw the shoulder blades together. Take a nice long deep inhale, fill up the lungs. Hold it on top. Sip in a little bit more air. A little bit more air. Open the mouth side out. Noticing how every muscle from head to toe is relaxed. Your breath is soft. Your jaws relax. Your eyeballs are sinking a little deeper into their mat, into their Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a safe and blessed day ahead. The divine in me bows down and honors the divine in you. Stay here for as long as you feel comfortable. Until next time we meet. Namaste.